Hi there, welcome back to our channel, Ada and Lisa Do Disney. You may have seen our previous video.
Yep, what, the trip announcement?
The trip announcement. We are now definitely confirming that, providing, fingers crossed, neither of us test positive before we go.
Just to be clear, we don't actually need to test before we go though, do we? We're just doing it for our own benefit.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
Yeah, it's just for our own benefits. It's not like a requirement to go over in case anyone's panicking, things have changed, sorry.
No. We are definitely going to Disneyland Paris in a few days' time.
Yep.
We've decided we're definitely doing it. So I just wanted to let you know, and today we thought we would just talk about our planning.
It's also a bit of a, should we say, whirlwind planning, really, isn't it? Because it's literally been, hasn't even been a month, it's been weeks, really, which is the shortest probably we would have planned something. We've been known to plan a trip for probably almost
3 years.
3 years, 2 years.
But, and to be honest, although we booked it a few weeks ago, we booked it as soon as France went onto the amber list, and that non-vaxxed could easily travel, fully vaccinated could easily travel. We booked it, but then we just left it. So really,
we didn't look into anything.
We've only just been properly planning in the last few days. So we've left it really, really to the last minute.
Yeah.
But
we've got our tests, haven't we?
Yes.
We ordered our tests.
Well, I was going to go through. Oh, sorry.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
I was going to go through and just talk about everything a bit methodically. Okay. What we've been doing beforehand, what we've got planned out there, what we're taking with us, and all that kind of thing.
There's me jumping the gun. So.
It's because you're excited.
Yeah.
So does that sound good to you?
Yeah, sounds very good. Yeah.
Okay. Right. Where should we start?
Well, the beginning, I guess. I guess what we need. Should we
recap on what we're doing?
Yeah, maybe where we're going, what the plan is, things like that.
So we've got 4 nights, Hotel Cheyenne with park passes. What we didn't know at the time was that by booking a package, which we've done through Disney, because it's a multi-day pass, we're unable to upgrade to annual passes, which I think we would have done. Yeah,
we probably would, yeah.
But we've decided to leave it as a learning curve, go and see if we like it, and then maybe get annual passes another time.
Yeah, if it's something we do, I'm sure there'll be a deal, there'll be something. So yeah, we're just going to see. We didn't know at that time, so yeah.
So that's the first thing. And we're driving. So we're going to get the premiere in the night before down at Folkestone. We're only a couple of hours away, but we've decided to book a 5:20 shuttle over to Calais.
Yeah.
And we've got to be there an hour before.
Someone decided
You said it was a good idea as well. We want to get a full day. We're excited. We won't be able to sleep
anyway. The roads will be quiet, hopefully, as well. When we arrive in France, I mean, 5:20, half an hour, so 6 o'clock our time, so it'll be 7 o'clock in the morning. So really, hopefully, it should be, like, well, we'll see. Hopefully it'll be okay. So what is it, about a 4-hour drive, 4.5-hour drive or something?
3.5, 4 hours.
3.5, yeah.
Let us know if you've done it. How long did it take you and what time of day were you going? But yeah, so that's
the plan.
The plan, yeah. So now we'll talk about like the nitty gritty of it, and it scared us to start with, didn't it?
Yeah, it seemed to be there was so much to think of, and there is. I think everyone we've spoken to who's been has said yes, it is quite daunting, and we've picked up some advice from various people. I mean, need to thank Lee and Nick from the Lodge guys. They've been very helpful. I know they sent through their list of what things they have. We're normally pretty on top of everything with lists and everything.
What we'd done though, we knew all the information, we'd researched it, we'd looked online, but we hadn't actually made a list ourselves.
No, so it was kind of going around in our head.
Yeah, I think because my dad was over from the States, they're moving Louis to uni, it was really stressing us out, wasn't it? Like you said, it was just in our head.
Yep.
And then one night this week, we wrote it all down, realised we'd done most of what we needed to do anyway, and I got my book out. And it was like a whole load was lifted off our shoulders, wasn't it?
Yeah, and also friends of ours have been over. Lisa and her daughter have been over there, and they were. You had been chatting with them a few weeks ago, weren't you? And Freya, their daughters, wrote lists down as well. So it's been great having that input as well. So
I think the other thing that's really helped me, speaking to people that, like Lee and Nick are out there at the moment from the Lodge guys. If you don't follow the Lodge guys, go and take a look, because I know their videos will be amazing, and they've been doing all the resort hopping, having a look. But speaking to them, and then speaking to my friend Lisa that's just come back, it's hearing how people are just almost like overwhelmed almost with so much you have to do beforehand, and also other people thinking, do we really want to do this? And almost like having a second thought. And that's exactly how we felt. I did pay extra to book the refundable packages and Eurostar, just in case we changed our mind.
I think it's also worth remembering we're recording this towards the end of September, and there was an announcement yesterday about travel and travel, should we say not restrictions as such, but it's changing.
Lifting slightly.
So please bear in mind, this is as we recorded this is before those changes have come in. So we are still travelling that. It could be by the time you've watched this, things have changed again, so please check up.
Always check, yes.
We whilst we're there, have to do a test 72 hours before coming back, and the 2-day test when we arrive back home.
We've got all those tests here.
We've got all those. We know what we need to do, but please bear in mind that this is what we had to do at this time. If that's changed, by all means, just check me and ask if you feel you want to reach out. We'll see what we can find out. We want to try and keep on top of it, because we may want to go back again. But just bear in mind that yeah, just check all the details, government websites, where you're going to, and anything like that.
There's also testing in Disneyland Paris as well, in the Disney Village. We were watching a Claireytale. Her channel's amazing as well, so I'll leave a link to her below. She's just come back, and we were following her Instagram stories as well, and she actually was there sharing as she was they actually did the testing in Disneyland Paris. And she went through the whole procedure, and you do it there and then. It makes it look really easy. We've decided to do the same thing as my friend Lisa. We've taken a test with us that you upload a photo, so we're going to do it that way, aren't we? Yeah,
upload it with your passport. There are lots of different types that you can get. Some you even have to do videos with as well. So just be aware of that.
The other thing that we were really keen was how long they take to send out, and also how long they actually take to send you the certificate afterwards. That was the other thing. So you can just read up on all of the different ones that the government recommend that you.
Any questions though? I mean, I'm not saying we'll have the answers, but maybe we can hopefully point you in the right direction if you have any. So
let's draw a line under testing. That's
definitely
my least favourite subject.
We actually talk about the actual holiday and the planning.
Fun stuff. So what should we talk about?
Well, should we say as we're driving?
Yes.
It kind of gives us a bit of flexibility, because and again, your friends Lisa and her daughter came back. They were staying at Newport Bay.
Yes, they were.
Newport Bay. And were surprised that there were things, or should we say there wasn't even a kettle in the room.
Yes. No fridge.
No fridge, which we knew anyway.
Yeah. So, we were surprised at a kettle. You even get a kettle in the Premier Inn.
So yeah, we're a little bit surprised. So we thought, well, okay, at least we know that. So we're not expecting anything. Definitely not expecting a fridge, because we know it's not there.
Right, I would just like to say something. I think this next part of the video needs to be Aid's show and tell. Aid has so much stuff. Aid loves shopping.
No,
darling, you do love shopping.
Okay, but this has been more essential stuff of what we need when we go away.
Essential shopping.
So it is essential.
Aid has a whole array of things to show you.
It's also stuff to say that when we go, you can join in as well.
I'm passing it over to Aid for Aid's show and tell.
Well, first thing we did.
So Lisa said there wasn't a kettle in the room.
So, well, you had the idea, didn't you? So you're saying about me.
saying oat pots and pot noodles.
So we bought a real dinky little travel kettle.
It's so tiny.
It's less than a litre. It does say, well, it actually includes 2 cups and spoons. They are plastic, so we won't be taking them with us.
Is it for hobbits?
No. So I think it was £16 on Amazon. So it's 1,000 watt. It is dual voltage as well. It says on here it's 122.40. Now I know Europe is 240 anyway, but that's just quite handy. We just thought, at least then we know we've got a kettle. It's tiny, but because we're driving, we're just going to plan to put this in the case. No, you're going to break it.
Oh, sorry, I was opening it. It comes with 2 cups. We were excited about the cups.
Yep.
Before we knew the size of the kettle.
It's Lisa size.
It is. I don't think we'll be getting much tea in these.
Well, no, they're little plastic cups. Obviously, they're not going to break, but we're not going to take those with us, are we?
We're going to leave these behind, because the first thing we're going to do when we arrive
is buy a couple of Starbucks mugs. like we need some more. Maybe we should insert a photo of our mug collection, or part of our mug collection.
Yeah.
How many mugs have we got?
I don't know.
I think it's close to 100.
Yeah, we've got a
put this
Starbucks
back.
at the hotel where we're staying. I've just been looking at photos of it. It looks really nice. We'll take the little spoons though, they'll be handy.
Yeah, well, let's see if I can just put that back in there.
And it is a cute little kettle.
It's a nice little kettle,
Yeah,
and it's
I
just
like it.
handy. And also, because we're going to buy a car, we want to keep our travel simple. So we're going to be taking, if you see our vlogs and we've got loads of stuff with us, it's just because...
You're not taking a kettle in the park as well, are you?
No, in our cases. So we are going to take a big...
I've got visions of you now with a big wheelie bag going through the parks with all your stuff. Your mini fridge, your kettle.
No, we have seen that with people. We're taking coolers and everything, haven't we?
Yeah.
And the whole trolleys of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. But no, so we're going to just be taking a big case, because what we don't want to do is be taking loads of little bits and pieces. So, big case, get everything in it.
So what's after the kettle? What do you want to show them next?
Well, what should we go next? Should we show the fridge next?
Yeah, Abe bought a fridge.
Well, not a fridge, it's a cool box. We've always, everyone that knows me will probably take the mick that I'll always have cold drinks with us in the car. I'll always take a cool bag with ice packs in it, and you always have a cold can of Pepsi,
You
a cold
provide
drink.
me with amazing things.
And wasn't it the other day that Holly actually said something about, she was out and about, and for years I think everyone takes the mickey about me having things like that, but she would have been grateful for
a cold drink.
a cold drink.
If you ever spend any time with us, if ever you need anything, Aid will have it. If you need a plaster, if you need a cold drink.
We went to London and Jordan and Jessie's prow buggy broke, didn't it? And they needed a screwdriver. And this was
our niece.
This was on the train going up
Aid
into
has
London.
a screwdriver.
I had it with me.
Aid has everything. My sister and her husband refer to our car as the corner shop because Aid has everything. He looks after everyone.
I'm just prepared.
And now we're going to have a fridge in our car and a kettle.
So I might need to, I don't know if I need to get up to show this. This actually is not too big, although it looks quite big. It's, if I just show that.
Oh, and he always has a cool bag as well, so the drinks are
It's obviously around about that sort of size. And it's 14 litres. Apparently gets about 17 cans in there. So at the moment I've just got some stuff in there to see how cold it does get. But it does plug in. There's a cigarette lighter at the back. That
so you can smoke as well?
Well, no, fool. So obviously it can plug into the car. I'm not really going to plan to do that, but you can actually buy a mains adapter, which we actually have done. We had it running last night, didn't we, to see how long it actually took to get sort of properly cold. It took about 3 hours to get down from like room temperature down to cold, but obviously you put stuff cold in it, it will get down a lot quicker. So
that was the other thing my friend Lisa said. Drinks are really expensive. I know I'm laughing at Aid, but actually I really wanted this as well. And we're just going to take our own drinks with us, aren't we?
Yeah, and there's lots of different types of like cool boxes. Ones which are just normal cool boxes that you can put ice packs in. There's one like this that do plug into the car. These are ones that will only go so cold above how warm it is outside. So this will go down about 20 degrees or 18 degrees below what the outside is. It's not a fridge, so if it's 30 degrees, it'll only go down to about 12. So of course, hopefully in a hotel room in the shade, this should be about 5 degrees inside, so it's cool enough to keep cold drinks and stuff like that.
And I must say, we've had a few occasions now where we've been in a UK hotel wishing we had a fridge. Like the Premier Inns, they never have fridges. And this will be really handy just for like milk and things like that. We want to take a couple of meal deals with us, so we can take those with us to Paris, and then we can keep our drinks cold.
Yep.
While we're there, milk for the room.
And hopefully we can just keep this plugged in, keep cold stuff in. Once it's cold, I'm hoping it's just gonna, and that sounds daft, but stay cold. So even if we can just, if we do need to buy a bottle of drinks cold, we can just put it in there. Before I've taken a big cool box that's got bottles of ice or ice in it. We did when we did to Snowdon, didn't we?
Yeah.
And I actually took bags of ice with me in it so they could be used, and this just to make it a lot easier. And just moving on from that, talking about obviously plugging it into the mains, obviously travel adapters worth taking. We bought these for when the kids went, didn't they?
The kids went to Disneyland.
Yeah, so this is a little one. It's got a nice little USB port. I don't know if that's actually in focus or not, it's just in my face, so let's put it in front. So one of those, but what we'll also do, and we do this on our US trips as well, we will take an extension lead with us. I'm sure this is things that other people do as well. Obviously you can then just obviously plug the extension lead in, We're not obviously putting things that drain loads of power. It's more to do with things like phone chargers. We charge up our portable batteries, but that way you've then got UK plugs there rather than having to have loads and loads of adapters.
Plus I'll have things like my camera battery that I'll be using for vlogging.
So I will actually generally we will take more than one plug adapter, because if we happen to be out and about, or well, out and about, we're not kind of going to airports, are we really? So, no. But we'll have it there. I'll take a couple, so if we do want to just plug one in somewhere, we can do that.
So we've covered most of that. We'll quickly go on to the car.
Yep.
We won't talk about that too much because I know a lot of people don't drive, but there is quite a list that you need to take for the car. The other thing you have to bear in mind that the items like the fluorescent vests, first aid kit and things like that, you have to have in the car with you. So you can't have them in the boot. They're the fluorescent vests.
Yes.
You have to have them in reachable.
Definitely the fluorescent vests. I'm not sure about the first aid kit.
Okay.
But yeah, it seems to be, and this was something the guy at the garage told me, that it has to be inside the car. The idea is that you have to be able to step out of the car. You don't go around to the boot to get them, or into the back of the car to get them.
So if you were stopped, you have to be able to physically reach them.
So you've got high-vis. Should we just go through the list quickly? High-vis jackets.
Yeah.
So got those. What have we got next down there?
GB stickers.
Also, I understand that the rules are actually changing, and you have to have UK. If you notice, we've got the flag on there rather than the euro.
Okay.
You must have the UK.
It changes whilst we're out there.
And it changes. So from GB, it has to be UK. So again, check before you go. I've taken both with me, so we're covered.
Then it's just things like, obviously, changing your headlamps. That needs to be dealt with. Driving license, insurance proof, your logbook. Yep. There's quite a few bits and pieces like that.
And just check you've got your breakdown cover for Europe, because a lot of insurers, you may have breakdown cover, but it might be you've only got third party. I checked ours this week. I'm fully comp, same as what would be here. You have 90 days in my policy or our policy per year to go over. If that needs to be increased, you can do that. So no issue there, but yeah, just check things like that. Yeah, you've got to have your passport with you. Obviously we're going over anyway, but if you're driving around, we have to have a passport.
Okay, I didn't know that, so anywhere driving?
Yeah, I think so. Right. I believe so, yeah.
Is that everybody in France?
I'm not sure, or whether it's if you're visiting, so I don't know, but I've seen that. That's why I said some of these might just be where I've read and they recommend it, so it might be that you have to. So again, check on government websites and any YouTube videos. So this isn't meant to be a definitive guide, but just
not
sort
at all, no.
Another thing is breathalyzers.
Do you want to say what the guy at the garage said to you as well?
Yeah, the guy at the garage, when I went to pick up the high-vis jackets, he said check the expiry date on the, I'm just checking the ones on here, the expiry date on the breathalyzers. He got some when he had to go a couple of years ago, and they were going to expire literally about 5 days later, so had to get some more. So these are 2023. So that's good, and you've got to have one per person. So I think also I heard that someone had a car and their children were there, and they also had to have, although they were under 18,
that's weird,
which I found strange. You had to. So again, check those things out. You don't want to be caught. Apparently, you're not fined if you don't have breathalyzers.
Yeah, Nick
but it's just advisable. Yeah.
Okay, so that's that. Now, should we get on to the fun stuff? We have got a nice list of food. I know Disneyland is well known for not having great food, but we've got a nice little list.
From what I've seen, it's not as, I don't want to say it's not as bad as I thought.
I wonder because our expectations were so low.
But then when both of our kids have been over, they've not come back and said it was rubbish, have they? They've kind of enjoyed it. Louis enjoyed it.
It's because he eats crap.
Well, that's true, yeah. So he likes
but we've
food.
We've made a dining reservation for Silver Spurs. Is it Silver Spurs? The steak restaurant in Disneyland. In the park.
It's not the steakhouse.
No, not the one in Disney Springs.
Not that one.
No, we booked the other one. We preferred the look of the food in that one. We did have a reservation for the Manhattan restaurant in the Marble Hotel, and I cancelled that. It didn't really look us. And then Lee and Nick they were having a wander around the hotel that we're staying in this week, and they went and ate at the barbecue restaurant, the Chuck Wagon Cafe, in the Cheyenne restaurant, Hotel Cheyenne, where we're staying, and it looked so nice. Food looked amazing. They loved it, so we've made a reservation. I don't think we actually need a reservation.
Is it a buffet?
Yeah, but I don't. At the moment, though, sometimes buffets you can just order off the menu.
It's almost you order a plate, isn't it?
So I'm not sure, but it looks really nice. It's everything that we like.
Well, I'm just saying, if you want I don't know if you
It's
want
neat,
any
or you
more.
can, I
that's what I
think.
mean. That's
Yeah,
what more I was saying. The
I
fact
don't
it's
know,
not
it
just the
just
fact
looks
of there's your plate. There you go. There's your burger or something. I don't know. So
We've also, this is where you guys can come in if you want to give us any tips of things we need to try. So far on my list, I've got the vegan chili in the Last Chance Cafe. I love vegan chili.
Bloody chili.
It's my favourite food in the whole wide world. A Claireytale, she had the croque monsieur in the Market House Deli on Main Street. We love a croque monsieur, don't we?
We certainly
Might
do, yeah.
have a few of those. Earl of Sandwich will be our first stop, I think, in Disney. I want to say Disney Springs. In Disney Village. We love Earl of Sandwich. Hakuna Matata in Adventureland looks really good. I really want a Mickey shaped pizza by It's a Small World. Well, there's a couple of places we've seen that do Nutella waffles that look amazing. My friend Lisa said that the Mickey shaped cookies on the bakery on Main Street look amazing, but they sell out really, really fast.
Yeah, okay.
She said with all the sweet stuff that there doesn't seem to be much going, and everything was selling out by lunchtime. So if you see something first thing in the morning, to grab it. That's it, really.
Yeah, we had some other recommendations as well.
The pizza, the Italian place in Disney Village, Lee and Nick ate at, looked good.
Yep.
That looked really nice. Where else were you going to say?
Well, I was going to say, Holly Does Disney on Instagram actually recommended to us some other place. Unfortunately, some of them are closed, which I think she knew. Was there Waltz?
That's closed at
That's
the moment.
closed at the moment. I think there are a couple of other places.
There's rumours that might be turning into a Club 33.
Oh, okay. Okay. And I can't remember some of the others at the moment, but thank you for those because, yeah, we'll have a look to see exactly.
Like, I really wanted the Remy's.
That was one that she recommended. Said its said the theming was amazing. Said the food was okay, or wasn't not fantastic.
Yeah, I wasn't excited by the menu, which is why I didn't book it. And it was available, and I booked the steakhouse. And then this week I was like, oh, maybe I would like to go, but it's all booked up.
It is booked, yeah.
We've
No,
saved
that was the one that was recommended. I knew there was one, and it was quite a good one. And it does look really, really good theming. So
I love Ratatouille. I'm really looking forward to the Ratatouille ride.
But also there are obviously the quick serves as well, aren't there? So you mentioned Earl of Sandwich already, haven't you? I think so. Earl of Sandwich.
And you love a McDonald's, so you're happy.
I love a McDonald's. I'm happy.
Won't be going to Five Guys.
No.
No.
Well, Five Guys something.
I don't really do burgers.
They're okay,
They're
but they're expensive for what they are. Prefer an In-N-Out burger.
I was going to say we can have a Five Guys in Guildford.
Exactly. I prefer to go for McDonald's. If you're doing that kind of thing, for me, that is just a take-out cheapy burger. So no disrespect to Five Guys, they are nice, but they're quite pricey for what they are.
But yeah, no, we're quite excited. We've got a Starbucks on site for where we're going, and we're happy with coffee every morning. Like I said, we're going to take some oat pots as well, so we can just add hot water. And I love a noodle bowl, so we'll take some noodle bowls where we can add hot water to.
We'll also be taking cereal bars with us, as we always do. That's always a great thing for
We always
parks.
do that for Disney, don't we?
We used to, when we first went, and we still do it occasionally, it would always be, do you remember, we'd take bananas with us, and we'd have a banana before we went in the park.
When the kids were really little, yeah. First, we'll get out the car, first thing we do is have a banana.
But now we kind of do take cereal bars with us, so we might have those just in our bag, because again, although we want to enjoy our food, we don't want to have to stop to spend, say, £3 for a cake, or €3 or £4, or however much it's going to be for a cake. Although there's only 2 of us, it still does then start to add up.
I have seen a bakery off-site that I really like the look of. Boulangerie Louise.
Yep.
About 10-minute drive away, and it looks amazing. I love a bakery.
Yeah, so I think we're kind of we are looking forward to it. I think
I
we're
feel
kind
excited
of
now.
we're kind of read. We've got to do a few things like our passenger locator. Is it passenger locator form?
That will be when we're out there.
What's
we
the one
need to do the Euro shuttle.
Yes,
actually, the tunnel one. Actually, should we do that today?
We should do.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
I can't remember my password.
It's starting to fall into place. We're kind of getting to that stage now where, rather than necessarily feeling anxious about something, we're actually feeling excited.
We're going to get clothes ready this weekend, lay them out.
We're going to do that, see what we want to take. Weather looks like, well, hopefully it'll be okay, but you never know. Same with us in the UK, that can change.
We're going to take ponchos, aren't we?
Umbrellas. That's the other thing as well, park bags. We need to get that all sorted.
Aid loves a bag too.
I love a park bag. I'm wondering, should I take my big camera with me?
I'm sure you'll take several bags and several cameras. No, don't take your big camera.
No?
No, I don't think so.
I don't know.
No, just enjoy it. Just take your phone. I'll take the vlogging camera. I think it'll be fine.
Yeah?
Yeah, just enjoy it this time.
Okay.
Take your big camera another time.
Okay. And maybe the other one.
We'll talk about that another time. But I think that's it. Are you set? Do you think that we've covered everything?
I think so. I mean, if there's any questions that you've got or any comments,
what ride
or
are you?
even
Let's talk just briefly. Are you excited about any particular rides? You don't know too much. You've let.
I've tried. I know some stuff. I know, for example, about Hyperspace Mountain. I know there's Tower of Terror. I'm just trying to think which is the other one. Is it the Crusher coaster?
That looks really good.
That looks really good.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to go into it, and hopefully, when we come to do the vlogs, it's not like we've researched loads. So we kind of almost want to do this as a, right, this is our first time.
A bit like when we did Disneyland California.
Yeah, it's a bit like that, to kind of, well, actual fact, if this is the first time we're going, what do we expect? We obviously know how Disney kind of works and kind of things to expect. So hopefully it's going to be similar, but obviously it's different at the same time. So we're kind of going there with open eyes and just see what happens.
And low expectations. In that way we shouldn't come away disappointed.
I'm kind of looking forward to, when I've seen some of those, seen some of the vlogs, you know, those moments when you hear music, when you go onto a ride. It might be...
It's a Small World?
Yeah, It's a Small World, of course.
You hate that ride.
No, but I was going to think like Buzz Lightyear.
Yeah.
I can't remember what the ride is called in Paris.
Yeah.
But we saw, I think it was Napoli Ever After.
Yeah.
We were watching, and just as you go into the queue, just either inside or whatever, you just start to hear some of the announcements of the ride.
Sounds.
And it's those familiar sounds. I think that's the kind of thing.
It's the sounds and the smells.
I think I'm really, really looking forward to. So it's that piece of Disney, really. So. Yeah.
We're excited, and because we're going for like 5 days, 4 nights, 5 days, we don't want to rush. We're just going to take it really, really easy and do what we usually do, have lots of coffee stops.
And as you know, if you've seen our vlogs and the way we do things, we'll probably be breaking our days into 3s. Nothing too kind of regimental.
We don't do big queues. We'd rather miss.
No, we'd much rather get out in the morning for a few hours, come back, have a bit of a relax, bit of a wander, maybe go back in the evening,
eat lots
something
of food.
To eat.
Yeah.
So yeah, just take it as it comes.
We're excited, but thank you so much for watching today. Please leave any recommendations or tips below. And
if you haven't already, please subscribe, like this video, and also click the notification bell as well, so you get notified of any of the new vlogs that are coming up. And let us know if you've got a Disneyland trip planned as well. I think that's it. Yep. Thank you so much. We'll see you soon. Bye. Thanks. Bye.